Whatever happened to those 24-hour sales at Best Buy? Seems like forever since we've come across any of those. Look at this thing blowing. Welcome to a trip down memory lane at Best Buy as a recording of this Tuesday, June 25th, 2024. And I just want to state early in the video that the next pinball pack for ATGames, their next new release, tomorrow, Wednesday, June 26th. So definitely be on the lookout for the next pinball pack. And it's kind of funny because it's right before the NOD sale, throwing another game, then we'll see the sale, which I've been going back and forth on. Wanted to stop at Best Buy first to start off the video, reminding me of the 24-hour sales. Seems like the last 24-hour sale may have been the Fast and Furious at $3.99, or dare I say all the way back to Shack Jam, $3.99. And with that being said, went on BestBuy.com, and I was kind of playing a little guessing game of what cabinets could we see for Black Friday in July. I kind of have a feeling what we're gonna see, and spoiler alert, I'm kind of worried about it because it's not exactly what I had in mind. Working our way back to our Arcade1up visuals, just seeing if there's anything different. There's old Penguin sticking around, really debating on this one. I know we come back here every time, but yeah, and we're seeing this Batman in a lot of places. Not really sure what's up with the purple gloves, but that's the first Detective Comics in the back. Is it because he has, you know, smaller gloves on, you don't see the spikes on the side? Now I can't find a Batman to, you know, we don't have the gauntlets, right? The spikes. The gauntlets on the side, is that supposed to just kind of be the render here, even though it's pink? Because he did have, look at those little gloves. I received an email from Apt Electronics yesterday about their 4th of July sales. A lot of it having to do with appliances, because Apt is like, you know, your Best Buy on steroids. I've used the term sharper image on steroids just because it's kind of their own unique little mall inside of one store. So I looked at the Arcade1ups as kind of maybe a spoiler of what's to come, and seeing stuff like they had Shaq marked down to $5.99, and they had Marvel vs. Capcom 2 from $5.99 to about $5.03, $5.09. Made me think of something. Now I know they're probably waiting for other retailers like Best Buy, like Target, Walmart to show their prices, but I don't think we're gonna see a Black Friday in July deal on either Marvel vs. Capcom 2 or Shack Jam. All we have left is this $6.99, and the best we've seen so far since that was $4.99. Now the $5.99 seems to be the sale price. Guys, I don't think, you know, kind of me holding out like, do I buy the ATGames? Do I wait on other stuff? Going to Shack Jam? Someone's clapping. I don't think we're gonna see anything lower than $5.99 on Shack Jam. Yeah, it was this email right here from Apt, 4th of July savings, and pretty much, again, going back to the whole appliances, you know, spending a lot of money here to get some instant gift cards, Visa prepaid. It's like $1,000 Visa prepaid gift cards. But I thought maybe they'll show something, some kind of sign for Arcade1up, and yeah, just the basics on Shack Jam and Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Everything else, pretty much all they're carrying at Apt are deluxe cabinets, a couple Infinity game boards, maybe the pub table, and just random stuff like Simpsons. So they didn't show much, just not much, but I did see something on Best Buy today that kind of has me a little bit worried, potentially what we can or won't get leading into the 4th of July, the big Black Friday July, something we look forward to every year. Page 1 of Best Buy. Good signs here. It's deluxe cabinets. You're seeing X-Men 97, Golden Tee Deluxe, you know, stuff you expect to see here because they are pretty much the official deluxe retailers. But if we go to page 2, Yoga Flame down $50. This is going to be one of those cabinets that's going to be marked down for the 4th of July week, and you've seen this down as low as $2.99. I see this going to about $349. They'll take off another $100 on this cabinet. Dragon Slayer, we've seen this as low as $499. I expect to see Dragon Slayer at $499. Dare I say $449. I don't think it's going to get any lower than that. But what gives these away is the fact that you do see that sale already. You know, these are, you know, they have risers. They want to get rid of these. Now, not every cabinet with a riser is going to be discounted. Maybe the pinballs? Definitely not any deluxe. But the head-to-heads, the Pawn, the Mortal Kombat 2, the Marvel vs. Capcom, Marvel Superheroes, you can see that down to $299. But unfortunately, the deluxe, I don't see that happening. Maybe Golden Axe drops $399. I don't know if it's going to get any lower than that, but I could see them taking another $50 off of here. And like the pub table, I don't know, guys. I think those are going to be pretty much what we're going to see in July. It's not like Shack Jam or something like NFL Blitz. Like, are they finally going to liquidate Blitz out? I mean, they have been at Ollie's. There's just been 9 million of these things. I don't think you're going to see NFL Blitz marked much lower than $499 at Best Buy. Every year we see stuff earlier and earlier. When we're talking Halloween, you see stuff in August start showing up. Christmas, September, October. They're already showing 50% off. Save up to 50% off. Appliances 4th of July sale. Look at the theming up here. Now, they have had these up since Memorial Day. So it's not like they just put, you know, the American Eagle up here. But they're kind of showing what pricing they're going to go with. Same with Apt Electronics. We have a couple of sales on Arcade1up. They have it marked down. Excuse me, sorry. And I think those go down a little bit lower. That's it. After that, though, talked about the 24-hour sale. That's when they start. If my memory suits me correctly, after Black Friday in July, that's when those 24-hour sales start kicking in as we lead into, I don't even want to talk about fall, but as we lead into fall. So it's kind of where I'm speculating, and today kind of justifying the fact of maybe you do get the ALP, and I know you want a better price, but there might not be anything worth waiting for next week. I want a better price on the ALP, and I just seeing the 18.5-inch Infinity game board. Last time we were here, I don't even know if it was a week ago, it might have been sooner, there was a 32-inch right here. Somebody bought it, so somebody actually spent $1,000, right, on the Infinity game board, the 32-inch. It was right here. It is gone. All we have left is that 18.5 right there. So just my voice of reasoning, and honestly, it does help when you tell me, like, I throw it out there. Do I wait? I want to know what you think. Like, it helps me because I stated in a comment today that FOMO makes some of the deciding for me, and playing, you know, kind of the devil's advocate here. If there's not anything worth waiting, and I could be totally wrong, 4th of July week, if that's really what's gonna, I mean, what cabinets, if any, that we talked about strike you like any interest? You know, for me, it's Shack Jam. That's the only thing really available that I'd pick up. We all know I want Tron, but Tron's not in stores anymore. So if I pass on getting something like the ALP in hopes that Shack Jam drops $4.99 or better, it might not happen. So then I missed out on ATGames, $100, $250 off for a Shack Jam sale that never happened. So it's kind of like, you know, that's why I wanted to come here to start off. What do? You might walk away with not getting anything. We'll stop inside Mega Media Exchange really quick just because we're in the area. Best Buy just around the corner because I'm all of a sudden on a hunt for PlayStation 4. The Thundercats Complete Series, $34.99. Iron Man, Superman, Son of Batman. Always a treat seeing what new stuff they have here. Well, used new stuff, but look at that hologram. Wait, I saw some renders of the new Superman suit. What do you guys think? And I don't know if this is the final product. Is it me? Or does it look baggy? First shot of Superman and Lois Lane. And I don't know, maybe it's just the red trunks. It looks different. Not so much the logo, just the whole upper body part. It just looks baggy on them. And I've always said that DC, their animated movies are so good. Like, they're just better than any live action they've done. I've watched something, and I don't know what's real or just speculation, but it sounds like there's a lot coming from DC very soon in the next 2-3 years. Like, this doesn't look baggy on him. Like, I just can't tell with that render. Superman Man of Tomorrow. Okay, do we see any? We have a PlayStation VR. No PlayStation 4s over. Look at the size of this. Get $99.99. Ooh, an Altered Beast, $24.99. A lot more Sega Genesis than last time. Somebody might have cleaned house with their collection. You got Captain America, The Avengers, Charles Barkley, Shut Up and Jam, Booger Man. I just saw, we got Jurassic Park, The Incredible Hulk. There it is. Like that artwork. Ooh, Captain America still hanging around, $9.99. I think he was here when we did that Nostalgia Power video. I was like saying that it brings me back to those Secret War figures, 1984. This one's for you, Johnny Blaze. I never saw a Ghost Rider get ages 7 and up. Lego. We're bearing between $189.99, $169.99 for the PlayStation 4. So just to keep that in mind, in case that's the route I go to get that Marvel Capcom collection, just to play Punisher online. Oh, these Funko Pops really hold their value. $39.99. And did have they used on there? Spider-Man? That is crazy. An Aquaman, $19.99. Alright, well, I just wanted to stop by here. We were in the area just to see what else, if they had anything new. Store is different. We were here about a month and a half ago. A lot of different stuff. A ton of Funko Pop figures, but at least I have a ballpark on some of the pricing on what a PlayStation 4 could set me back with. And as cool as that would be to turn like the Street Fighter 2 Deluxe into like a Punisher themed cabinet, putting the Marvel Superheroes PCB in there, it still didn't have that online. So I don't know if that's what I'm gonna do, but playing online Punisher is really appealing to me. And I know I want it on the arcade, but if it's as, if PlayStation, Switch, if that's as good as it's gonna get, that might be my only alternative. And since Arcade1up is doing rehashing, I mean, that's why I thought of the idea of why not bring Marvel Superheroes, having the Punisher again. I mean, if that's online, it's online, but it wouldn't cost them anything. Like, if they're not about giving us new titles, that's another reason keeping me from, putting the work into changing around one of my Arcade1ups to see if we get, we do get a rehashed deluxe Marvel Superheroes. So it's kind of holding out hope that we see something like that. But yeah, at the end of the day, if the only way I can play online Punisher, I'm gonna have to get a PlayStation 4 or a Switch, and I don't want to go the Switch route to put it in an arcade. I don't want to change out the control deck. I'll just play it with the controller, and it'll be good enough. Of course, a 6-player X-Men is technically a rehash, right? Sorry, I just had to say it. And I didn't realize it until just walking in that I think we were here a lot sooner than I thought, but I wanted to see if the Batman animated series Batmobile would be here. This Target usually has some good stuff, like the 30% off the Funko Pop that we'll probably end up seeing at the Mega Exchange, the CD Exchange. Man, I just can't believe those Funko Pops, how they were holding their value. 30% off. You got $27.99, Raphael. No, check it out, Sheldon Cooper. I haven't seen this one before. Their whole kind of the Warner Brothers properties here. I don't know, is that a Warner Brothers show? I didn't really get into this show, but I do appreciate a true Flash fan when you see him. What if there's a chance that we don't really get the greatest of deals in July? What am I holding out for? So yesterday I was kind of like, the price for ATGames isn't really the greatest. I've been kind of going back and forth on it. Now, what if I'm waiting for something that's not really there? I've come to a decision that I might be able to justify this. I'm always about, you know, the whole justification thing of almost, you know, tricking my mind, my bank account, that I did get the ALP. Oh, check it out. They got some, look at, they got Iron Man. This is what I'm saying, is this Target surprise figure. So, oh my gosh. The Model 1, like, look at this. Of course, Marvel's Whiplash, that nobody knows who he is. 30, no, so it's $24.99. I don't know what's $38.99. Yeah, they have Count Nefaria and Marvel's Whiplash. We've seen him, but yeah, the actual Iron Man. Gotta get him in one shot here. And the Mark 1. And of course, Marvel's Whiplash. Look at this. Out of 50%, 30% off sales at Target, still carrying over into this week. If you're looking for anything, definitely stop by and maybe come across some of those Iron Man. It's hard to leave some of this stuff back, but you know, we picked up a couple of DC. You know, we got 2 Flash, Superman yesterday. So if I wouldn't have got those, probably would have picked up both of those Iron Man. So you know, it's fun just holding it for a second, like I had it in my grasp. But you know, someone's gonna come and hopefully really appreciate what find they just saw, because that was cool. Like I didn't see that. We're talking ATGames. My whole justifying spending, you know, darn near $2,000, and we come across the Mark 1, you know, Iron Man. It's hard to leave it. And seeing the line kind of makes me feel a little bit better of not purchasing anything, because this Target, you deal with the longest lines here. Like, I'll never figure this one out. It just seems like it takes forever, then it gets out into the aisle, and nothing worse than waiting in lines, you know? So what do you think? If you were gonna get one thing, would you hold out for a sale for Arcade1up? Would you hold out for the possibility of the one cab that's available, that's in stock, that you want? The possibility of that getting marked down, or an ATGames. So if you've been on the prowl for the ALP, and this is the lowest it's been since the pre-order. We don't know what's gonna happen later on in the year, but right now it's $100 off. It's $250. What do you do? And that's where I'm at today. I'm thinking to go with the ALP. Tomorrow I'll probably flip-flop, and I'll do this until the 11th hour. It's gonna be a tough decision for me because of the whole FOMO, because of the empty spot in the room where I wanted to put this. It's a battle that I'm gonna have to figure out, but we'll see what happens. We got a couple more days. I want to thank everybody for watching. I'll see you guys next time. I guess the future bonus scenes are gonna be hardware stores for the remainder of summer. I was gonna go to Home Depot, and then I opted to go to Menards. A little bit of a turf war over here. They do have the 11% going on. I have to pick up a couple of things. Looked up online earlier, and Menards has them beat, especially with the rebate. So, you know, we gotta save money because we might be dropping, gosh, is it really $1,900 for the ALP? And it's all about the experience. We're gonna opt for the escalator. They do have stairs right around the corner, but I mean, come on. There's a piano right at the top. Now where we're headed, we don't need roads. No, we're going this direction. It's kind of separated. It's a huge store, kind of separated into 2 different departments. So what I'm looking for, I think it's all going to be in this upper level. So what I need are a couple of hooks for work. So we're bringing the backpack with the camera and change of clothes to work when we're doing our daily videos. And I had some of those 3M command hooks in the office, and it fell off. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hard wire it, hard copy. We're gonna put in an actual couple of hooks here. So I'm gonna pick out 2 of them, and they were a lot cheaper here than what Home Depot was selling them for. Look at the size of this dustpan. $18.99. Like, this is one Man, that's like 24 inches across. That is the biggest dustpan I've ever seen. Okay, heading back down. Just gotta find one more thing, and I thought it would be up here. Got my hooks, and I need to pick up an umbrella. We lost our Oswald Cobblepot umbrella in one of the earlier rainstorms. It's been raining so much that, and I gotta have one. This one's $4.99. I know it's kind of a cheapo, but you know, what's to say these things, I got some ponchos too, hold up. So instead of getting the full-blown Penguin umbrella, just to keep this in the car, I think we're going home with the new umbrella or two. Okay, 2 umbrellas, 2 hooks. And won't forget one of these rebate forms. $17.49, not too bad, saving money. Just in case, not saying we're gonna get the ATGames, but just throwing it out there, it's a possibility. I'm just thinking we don't get the best deals for Arcade1up this time around, but we started off with 24-hour sales. I think after the 4th of July, I think that's when those start kicking in. And if there's something you're looking for that's not on sale 4th of July weekend, it might be on sale in a future 24-hour sale. We'll see you tomorrow. I don't think I locked my doors. Can you believe that? Like the one time, I must be losing my memory because I put the shoes on that I wear when I cut the grass. Like, what was I thinking this morning? I was so tired. I'm wearing my lawnmower shoes.